Hello everybody and welcome to our September the 4th Big Brother live feed daily update show. We are winding the season down. The season's being wound down and, some of us are happy about it. Some of us are not happy about it. You should be happy to know that we're not going anywhere. We're still going to be covering shows all year long. Once Big Brother's over, we got Survivor, an Amazing Race, and a lot of you have been asking, we have the challenge, and a lot of you have been asking for American Horror Story to come back as a special note. You missed the American Horror Story recaps. I mean, look, here's the good thing. We can go back to doing shows on a schedule. I am officially done with my father-in-law. He is done. Goodbye. No, that is horrible and not funny. But you know what I'm saying. It is officially over. Services, everything. I thank you all again for your love and support. But now we can move forward and be on a schedule, which is great. So we could do a Wednesday Survivor show, a Thursday American Horror Story show and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure all of that out so we can get a schedule locked down before the season ends. My only concern is this season of American Horror Story does not look that great to me. Now, I will say I saw a new trailer that did show that we have some regular returning characters in it, which made me happy, but all the main people that we love are not. And look, I get it. You might not care about this. I'm just saying. I'm thinking about it. I'm processing it all. We also have Drag Race UK. I'll also be at DragCon on Saturday. So there's a lot happening. But here's the most important thing that you all need to know. If you've missed any of our shows back when they're live, you can check them out over on our website at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. The Trash Draft season is winding down, so make sure you see where you are ranking in the Trash Draft. You can keep tweeting things to get yourself points with #TrashDraft. And spoiler graphics and live feed updates and more are over there. If you'd like to be a live feed updater for the final stretch of our season, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. You can win prizes, promote your Twitters, and it's a great way to help support us. Now, if you want to make sure that you are watching these shows live, make sure you're following us over on YouNow, yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. That is where we do shows live every day, talking reality TV. And of course, here on TVCo, yourrealityrecaps.com/TVCo. This is where we do the Big Brother shows live every day. And I think, many of you know after the episode tonight is when the Hamster Watch game happens here on TVCo. It's your chance to win $200. You just have to answer 5 questions about what you think will happen next week, and then you find out if you win $200. And we get to find out. Last week, I joined Joanna and McCrae for that show. We'll find out who won on last week, and then people can enter this week. Ooh, did I give it away? I'll be joining them tonight. You all said you loved it so much and you thought it was such a great show that I said, fine. I'll do it again tonight. But Eric, if you're doing the TVCo show tonight, why are you doing one right now? Because I love all of you. You're getting two TVCo shows today. But wait, Eric, you said you go live on YouNow also. Oh, that's right. I'll be on YouNow during Big Brother to fulfill that obligation. So here's what's happening. We're doing this show now. Then I will watch Big Brother with you guys on YouNow, so we can get that out of the way. And then I will join Joanna and McCrae back here on TVCo right after. Give away $200. It's a fun show. So you have a busy day. And let's face it, nothing's happening on the feed, so you're welcome. Nothing is happening on the feeds, so you're welcome. Lastly, if you guys would like to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows, of course, the after shows with the BB20 house guest at the end of 21 house guest, although the BB20 house guest after shows are there too. You get access to all of the exclusive patron shows, giveaways, John's cooking shows and meal kit giveaways, just everything over there fun in the patron group. You might not want to be a group member. You can just do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, use our link, yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. But of course, as I always end with, sharing our stuff on social media. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, but just sharing our stuff, telling your friends about it. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and on iTunes. Thumbs up, subscribe, 5-star rating, nice review, comment where you see the show. Let other people know that you like the shows. There's just such a free way. You can be our little marketers, and it's a great free way to help support the shows. Now, that being said, of course, I hope everybody is staying safe during this hurricane season. We're thinking about all of our Florida friends at the moment. And believe me, there was some way I could just pick that little hurricane up and drop it right on top of New Jersey and take care of a few of my problems over there. And then just pick it up and drop it on top of wherever the hell MaximusMom lives. Don't really know. A cave, under a bridge, one of the rings of hell. Throw the hurricane over there. But, we can't. I heard nuking it is an option. I don't know. Either way, I hope that all you Floridians are being safe. And now we must talk about Big Brother. 'Cause it has been interesting. It is amazing how I can, not miss, thanks to our amazing live feed updaters at BB21 Live Feeds over on Twitter, who are always updating for you guys night and day what's going on in the Big Brother house. I have been able to keep up with everything. It's just shocking that the everything I'm keeping up with is really not a lot of anything. And we're kind of stuck in this what if. I was trying to think before I started this show what would be a good name for it. Because, it's like Nicole. Nicole's Nicole's what we're going to focus on this show. Because, of course, as of most weeks, Nicole is the one that people need to get. All plans seem to hang on Nicole. I was thinking of how do you solve a problem like Nicole. It's like, there needs to be good Nicole Watch 2019. Dun, 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 dun. We can have a little ticker. It's true. And look, and here's the thing, because poor Nicole, all of our hearts break for Nicole. She feels under so much stress and so much pressure. I'm just torn between the two people that I care most about in this game. Don't know what to do. But Nicole, you're in that position because you are, let's say, malleable. Malleable. Easily influenced from week to week, sort of. And you don't really hold your ground that much publicly. Which, by the way, I think is great. I hear a lot of people think that Nicole doesn't have a chance to win this game if she gets to the end. I think she does. I think everybody, I could make this big, crazy argument. I kind of did on the last live feed update show, if you watched that one back, which is great. We go into a lot of the dysfunction between Holly and Jackson. But I kind of did. I kind of did give a lot of examples of why, from a strategic level, Nicole should win this game. But I don't even need to make that big of an argument. I can dumb it down to the most simplest way possible. Bitter jury. People like Nicole. It doesn't need anything else. I don't need to sit here and list out Nicole plot points for you. Every single person, that jury feels burned by almost every person in that house at this moment except Nicole. So bitter jury could just be good. Now, this is contingent on which way the wind is going to blow Nicole this week. So let's backtrack. And then, of course, I'm going to listen to what you guys are saying in the chat, because I feel like we need a little chat injection. I need a chat injection on this show. I need to inject chat a little bit more. Of course, Ella, of course. I do agree with you. I'm not going to say, for those that are watching this back in the future, what Ella just said right now, because that would be a spoiler alert. But we'll get there. Basically, when we last left off, we knew that Tommy had won the POV, that he was going to use it to remove, I was going to say use it to remove Nicole, use it to remove Christy, and of course Cliff ending up as the replacement. So we're kind of at this point, and we're not kind of, we're at this point, where Cliff and Jessica are the nominees and poor Nicole is torn. And Tommy's really been racking his brain. Tommy has been trying to figure out what are plans that we can do in order to make this work. How do we get Cliff to go and Jess to stay? So one of Tommy's brilliant ideas by Tommy, was to send Jess up to the HOH room and mention how him, Tommy, and Christy have a Final Four deal with Nicole and Cliff. And are you aware that they have a Final Four deal? And I just think it's weird that you're not going to go after the people that have the Final Four deal. As if they're gonna buy that. As if they're going to buy. They are not going to buy that. That is a stupid, stupid plan, Tommy. Tommy, that is the stupidest plan that you thought of. So then Christine comes along. Because let's face it, she's the brains of this operation. She's like, no. I have a much better idea. Let's just have Jess promise them that she's going to win HOH, keep them safe, and put up Nicole. Jess is going to win HOH. Yeah, sure. What a great plan. Right. Sure. Sure she will. That's a great plan. Your whole plan revolves around Jess winning HOH. That's a good one, Christy. We appreciate it. I mean, A for effort. I'm sure New Jersey radiation is affecting your thought process. Then we come around to actually an idea that kind of makes a little bit of sense. And they go, all right, hold up. How about before we make these moves, let's just see if we can get Nicole. Maybe we can just appeal to Nicole rationally. Maybe Nicole will just realize on her own that Cliff is not what's best for her game. And it just doesn't really make sense. Like, she could be with us. It could be her and Jess and us two making it to the end of the game. And she has a way better chance of winning if it's us than going against people like Jackson and Holly, who, you know, Jackson has this great resume and Holly is liked by so many people. And this seems like just a much better thing to pitch to Nicole at this point. And I kind of agree. It is a much better thing to pitch to Nicole. And I mean, now, first of all, they have tried many times to do this. Yesterday was a day of, like, so many people, mainly Jessica, Even though Jessica has been involved in these plans, by the way, but Jessica loves to ruin game talk. Jessica's like a master game talk ruiner. So it really took all day for most of these plans to kind of start coming together, or for these conversations to start happening yesterday. She is the worst, maybe, I mean, seriously, the worst. Please go. Okay, so they kind of chat with Nicole and are, and basically lay it out to her. Like, you have a better chance making it to the end of this game by going there with us. Do you really want to be with Jackson and Holly going into the end? And even Cliff, he's gonna win. You don't want to do this. And now, here is where I say Nicole's like wishy-washy and doesn't take a stand. Of course she's hearing them out. I get that she has to. But she also kind of gives them, like, almost a little too much hope in this area as well. Like, for example, Cliff, we have seen in the past, has been very good about being like, well, I am not thinking about it until Thursday, 1 hour before, and then I'm gonna tell you, not gonna do it, no, it's like a slippery pickle in my butt. Like, Cliff is really good about not thinking about it, not gonna do it, no. Nicole is like, well, yep, I think that this could work out, and you're right, I do see how those options are good, and you are right. And I just, like, so that is a little bit not great for Nicole to give these people hope, because right now, nobody still has any of this animosity towards Nicole for anything. But don't even get me started on Cliff. Because, by the way, Nicole is aware that Cliff is more loyal to Holly and Jackson, I think, than her. Let's just say this for one hot second. So they've also, I'm just going to steer the car off for a minute just to interject this point. They've been doing pranks to each other. This has been like, they are so bored with the nothing happening in the house that they've all been pranking each other. Like putting Coca-Cola in the milk, and then Jackson's drinking it, and then Jackson was afraid that Nicole did something to his watermelon, and then, by the way, got, like, nasty with her. He's like, oh, did you do something to the watermelon in Thor's room? And Nicole was like, no, I didn't, but if I did, it'd be karma. Don't fuck with somebody from Long Island, because we'll murder you when you least expect it. And then he's like, oh, well, just understand that maybe I'll screw with your HOH basket. Or HOH. Shut up, Jackson. Nobody cares about you. So then, of course, Jackson decided to go about it a different way in his prank with Nicole. There is a point to all of this, but this was the way he decided to get back Nicole. He went with whipped cream in the pillow. Whipped cream in her pillow in little pouch bags so that when she put her head on the pillow, obviously the whipped cream is going to explode out. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I did not do my full research on this yet. I was under the impression that when you let the aerosol whipped cream just sit out for a little bit, like, the whole point is it gets aerated, which is what fluffs it up, and then it goes back into a liquid. So really, you just wet her pillow down after 3 minutes when all of that shit just goes back to nothing, right? This is stupid, Jackson. This is stupid plan. I mean, good try. Good try, but you're an idiot. We're aware. Now, here was why I brought us here. Another thing that they did was they put Jackson's slippers, because he is very particular about having his slippers on at night, they put his slippers in the freezer. Okay, not that big of a deal. You're going to have cold slippers for a little bit and blah, blah, ooh, so funny. Except that Cliff told him. Except that Cliff let him know that it was Nicole who did it. Before he found out. And this is why I say, Cliff, I'm sure he wants to be, I'm sure he understands how much he needs Nicole. I'm sure that he would rather be with Nicole as his other half, other than Tommy or Christy. However, Cliff is jockeying for that spot above Nicole when it comes, if it gets to them being the final four. Cliff is making sure that they look at him more favorably than Nicole, which I mean, and honestly, I can't fault Cliff for that. I can't fault Cliff for that. I mean, that's playing the game. So good for him. I don't know that it's going to work, but just pointing it out that Cliff is always, as anybody should, try and put himself above the other people. I'm not saying he's out for Nicole, sweet lovin'. No. I'm not saying he's out for Nicole. 100% he wants Nicole to be his other half. I'm just pointing out how, in the things that are happening now in the house, Cliff is always trying to make himself look better than Nicole to the people in power. So he's not really throwing her under the bus, per se. He's not exposing any parts of her game, per se. He's just being a little kiss-assy. He's just being a little kiss-assy. Okay, so now we have Nicole, who kind of has to decide, do I want to go against Holly and Jackson and Cliff? Like, what is going to get me to the end of this game? Now, I feel like, is getting rid of Cliff probably better for Nicole's game? And I mean, simply an in-the-house game. It probably is. Getting rid of Cliff, because we don't have a lot of time left. And I'm talking about, like, on paper. I'm talking about, like, on paper, if you just look at, like, people and what they do right now in this house. Is Cliff going out probably better for Nicole than Jessica? Yes, if we just contained it to what is happening in the house. However, the long-term ramifications of it would guarantee that Nicole doesn't win this game. If she made that move, she loses the game. Like, because again, what I said starting this show, bitter jury is what can make Nicole win this game. She doesn't really need to do anything. But if she makes this move, if she were to vote out Cliff, she's gonna lose Cliff's vote. And let's just say, by some miracle, she doesn't lose Cliff's vote. We're all aware from the show, Jackson and Holly literally just said, we won this HOH to keep you and Cliff off the block. We did this for you. And we know from their DRs, they want Nicole and Cliff to be their final four. They are sincere in what they're saying. We know that from their DRs. We know that. And they're not making double deals or wheeling or dealing. They really are wanting to go to the end of this game with Nicole and Cliff. So I think to be blindsided in such a way when they did something in their minds that were to help Nicole this week, and to then have her use that against them, knock out Cliff, leave Jess in this game, Jackson can't play, it's really then 4 people against Holly, whoever wins is going to be in agreement to go after Holly in this double. Let's just say it works out how it's supposed to, Holly goes, you now have just sent 2 people to jury, or let's say Jackson goes, but you now just sent 2 people to jury who had complete trust and belief in you, and you literally kind of stabbed them in the back. So it's a good game move for her in the sense that I think Cliff is trying to soil her game. I think Cliff will be harder for her to beat mentally than Jessica. But I think if you're thinking of, can I win Big Brother making this move? I don't. You need some sort of a move like this on your resume for sure, but I don't think this is the move. You just kind of have to spin it. You have to spin what you're actually doing in a better way. And I don't think, I don't think she's going to have to spin it that hard. I must give Cliff props for paying close attention to all the conversations going on in the house and wall in on people when they are talking game. He is playing. Look, Cliff is good at this game. I give Cliff a lot of shit for being like an America's Favorite Player, brown nosy kiss ass to us a lot of time. However, anybody who has watched these shows for any amount of years know, I always say the 3 things you need to do to win this game are play the house, play production, and play America, and Cliff is good on those 3 areas. He is doing the playing us by going for America's Favorite Player. He is playing the house. We have seen him. He always puts himself first. He will flip-flop a week, a deal, sell out an ally. I mean, up to this point. I really haven't seen him trying to turn on Nicole yet for a better deal anywhere. I mean, he really is playing it well at this point. So, I mean, I do. I have to give Cliff credit. He's definitely playing better than Jessica. And I mean, you could make arguments for anybody at this point. I really think once Jessica goes, I honest to God am happy with anybody that wins this game. It's not like past seasons where I felt like, oh God, if this one wins or that one wins, they've really done nothing in this game, blah, blah. You could make an argument at this point that every single person in that house has done, game moves. You could. So whatever. We see Nicole now struggling with which is the way that she's going to go with this. What is she going to do? Thankfully, we've had Nicole, and Nicole talks to Jess, by the way, and Nicole talks to Jessica, and Jessica does make that pitch to Nicole, and Jessica's very much like, I've had your back. I've had your back this whole time. It's been you and me, girl. More than anybody else. You're the best. So stick with me, kid. And Nicole, again, does not kind of really stand her ground, much like with the Tommy and Christy conversation. She doesn't pretend to, she kind of gives Jessica a little bit of false hope here. But still, I get it. Nicole's doing what she has to do. So, thankfully, Nicole fills us in late last night as to what is actually on her mind in regards to this situation.
And I understand where Jess is coming from. And I don't love her with all of my heart personally in this game, outside this game, whatever. But her argument is that I was always her person. I was always her person. No, I wasn't.
No.
I really wasn't. Yes, me and her have always been close, but her person was Kat.
Yep.
And she said to me one day, oh, you're closer to Cliff, I'm closer to Kat. I know her and Kat had a final 2.
going to start coming back up now into a normal tone to not jolt you all back into reality. Now, brilliant for Nicole. Brilliant for Nicole to realize this, and just brilliant for Nicole to realize this, because this is where I get frustrated with people that think Nicole is doing nothing in this game. This is something. It might not be a strategy that people respect or want to give the money to, but Nicole every week does find herself in a position of power. She right now is in a position of power. She can decide what happens this week, as she has been able to most weeks. And she is gathering information from all sides and then is able to do what is best for her game. And each week she maneuvers that situation brilliantly in order to come out each week with nobody being mad at her, and her being in a better and better position each week. It really is a genius game. But look, I get it. It's also a game that a lot of people don't like. I loved Andy being Andy Herron being a Big Brother winner. A lot of people did not. This is a very Andy game. I wonder if it's a game that redheads play. I wonder if this is a redheaded game. And don't get me wrong, I am with all of you that you should never trust a redhead. So, it's my only dilemma with Nicole. I mean, she can't be totally perfect. She has to have one flaw. She has red hair. What if? It took me a while to get there, but I'm there now. Oh, on the Nicole train? Yeah, welcome. Not true. I'm a redhead. It's kind of true. We used to have redheaded Michelle around here, and like it's in her name, and she even co-signed that redheads are crazy. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Her name is Redheaded Michelle. She has red hair. She let us know that you're all crazy. So you're going to have to take that up with her. I loved Andy's double eviction. He blamed Amanda's eviction on Alyssa. Right? No, sure. It is good. But look, I get it. I understand. I'm not going to... If it was anybody else, if Nicole wasn't in this season, I would 100% be, I guess, behind Jackson and Christy the most to win this game, because I do place more value on winning competitions, being in HOH, having a target on your back, blah, blah. Like, I do respect the difficulty there is in having that responsibility and targets and still maneuvering through the game that way. And I get it. And the counter argument too, well, then isn't it better that you didn't need to do that and maneuver through? Doesn't that mean you played a better game? Sure, it could, but I also feel like it means you also played an easier game. And if I was going to cast my vote, I'm going to give it to the person who had the harder path to make it through. Because here I am, producing 4-hour shows every day. And then there's some 13-year-old that can make a sundae on his face and gets 1 million views. I'm not giving that kid I get it. We all love him. But for the love of God, I'm not giving you the money. I give the person that's actually working really hard it. So I'm projecting. Oh, I now see that we have a celebrity in the chat room. We now have a very famous person who can say that they remembered us when in the chat room right now. The one, the only, MaximusMom is here, everyone. Oh, it's so great to see you. Thanks for taking time out to visit us, little people. As you guys may or may not have known, MaximusMom exploded over the holiday weekend when she made it into Newsweek. One of MaximusMom's tweets actually made it into Newsweek, making her the amazing sensation of the Big Brother community. The article was about fans call Big Brother casting manipulated, fake, after house guests revealed that they were chosen in February. An article by the very popular Newsweek. And if you scroll through this article, it is all about how fans, well now the article has been changed, but it is all about how fans were outraged over the fact that on the live feeds it came out that some of the house guests were cast back in February. And guess whose tweet they quoted for this? Our very own beloved MaximusMom. And, well, gosh darn, that tweet doesn't exist anymore, but I believe neither does the original article. Now, why could this be? Let's see. There was an article written. Okay, got it. And the person the article quoted for factual information that's correct was MaximusMom. Oh, God. And now, yada, 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 the tweet is gone and the article has been rewritten. Why do you all listen to MaximusMom? Stop it. I've been telling all of you for years to stop listening to what... Look, Eric, you have her on here as a live feed. Yes, I do. That is how I care and protect the community. I allow MaximusMom on here so that I can correct each incorrect word that comes out of her mouth after she says it. You're only allowed to listen to her when she's on these shows. Then it is what we like to call fact check. When we let her out into the real world, she is allowed to have all the box wine she wants and can just tweet inane nonsense. I try to let you all know all the time. So, shocker, when MaximusMom makes her tweet like, casting is the worst. That was too coherent. It was like, casting is the worst. These people cast February. Fuck you, casting. People February. Goddamn, fuck, damn it. And then Newsweek writes an article about it. And then I just sit back like this at home. I just sit back like this. Oh, because I know when casting started. Just sit back like, ooh, I'm just going to watch this explode. This is so much fun. So then I believe Hamster Watch bit the bullet and said, hi, sweet, precious, drunk lady. Come on out from the gutter and into the warm. Sweetheart, they've been casting since early February, so this actually makes sense. Thank you, Hamster Watch, and not Eric. You think I'm going to give up the chance to watch you get roasted? I don't know how to express to you, person that tags me in tweets with evil dick 3 times a week, that this is the moment that I've been waiting for you for forever. And the fact that Newsweek wrote an article about it, I was like this. Toot, toot, toot. Hello, Newsweek. You might want to be aware that the person you're quoting is an insane person who shouldn't be taken seriously. Let me know if you need a comment. Click, click. So then, Oh, so then McCrae gets in it with MaximusMom, and McCrae and MaximusMom are going back and forth, and McCrae's like, "You're a crazy person. You're the worst. You're the worst of the Big Brother community." And I'm like, hello, been saying this for 5 years. It's like, nobody listens to me. We need Newsweek to write an article for people to understand that MaximusMom is the worst. I've literally been telling you all for forever. So then I'm just sitting there like that. I'm just like, popcorn. I'm watching these two go back at it. I'm just like, loving it. Now, to be fair, I was at a funeral all day yesterday, so I was not really like on top of this. I missed some of the comments made to MaximusMom. I did not hear some of the language, because I was egging it on, by the way. A lot of the tweets have been deleted. You should also know, MaximusMom deletes a tweet in 3 seconds. Like, you're lucky if you actually can comment on a tweet that MaximusMom tweets out, because in 3 seconds later, half of them get deleted. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway. But I was like egging it on. I was like, oh, I like that. Like, I would just like interject funny little comments. Like, I was like, okay, put the rose on the casket, and then I get like, and I see the next little thing, like MaximusMom says on Twitter, like on my little watch, and I'm like, people are like, Eric, this is a very serious time. I'm like, I know, but really, this lady, she's like in Newsweek, like she's like doubling down, but it's on Newsweek, and she's wrong. And I like tell everyone she's wrong all the time, and nobody believes me, but then like there wrote an article about how wrong she is, but it's just like, I'm very sorry. Very sorry to be here. This is a sad day. So, I then later on at night found out the things that there might have been some bad name calling involved, so that I did not appreciate. Yada, yada, yada. McCrae has since apologized. McCrae has apologized today on Twitter to MaximusMom. He has publicly come out and apologized. Now, I have not seen an update, but since we do have MaximusMom here in the chat, perhaps you can give us a late breaking update. MaximusMom, have you accepted McCrae's apology? Or are you unaware that there is an apology because you drunk him? Because you blocked him. I need to process the news. I'm just learning this. Then don't say coming to a live show is not great, everyone. MaximusMom, allow me to show you McCrae's apology, which I had nothing to do with. Hold on. Let me pull it up here for you. Here it is. What's happening? Okay, here it is. It says, I have to apologize to MaximusMom. I was way out of line. My deepest and sincerest apologies for being a jerk. I hope they... Well, at least he knows she's a demon. I hope they can forgive me. The things I said were unacceptable and promise to do better within the BB community. Live from MaximusMom in our chat right now. She is shocked that he has apologized. Now, quickly, just let me open up the comments on this. Just quickly open up the comments. Oh, look, here's one from Reality Recaps. I do not co-sign this. She still is a monster. Great! That's all we needed. We don't need to read any more about that. So I just have to say, it seems like these two kids are going to work this out. And all is well. If there is any one lesson that I hope that you can all take away from this, it is, again, what I have been telling all of you for the past 5 years. Stop listening to anything MaximusMom says. It's not correct. It's not. She tries. She means well. She means well. She has a heart of gold. Schlager. But I would just like to point out that if you take it for what it's worth, the inane ramblings of a drunk person, then it's enjoyable. That's what we love her for. We're not going to her for facts. We're going for her to be like, oh, this is what it's like to watch a crazy person in public that can't hurt us because they're behind a computer screen. Right? Right. Eric wins the internet. I'm aware. But I am glad that those two crazy kids are going to work this out. Maybe MaximusMom should make sure that she comes to the TV Co. show later tonight. I have a feeling McCrae will be there. You two can hug it out, and it'll be lots of fun. Good times all around. So that was way more fun than anything that has happened on the feeds in the past 48 hours. That is way more fun than anything that has happened on the live feeds in the past 24 to 48 hours. We were left with MaximusMom making it into Newsweek Twitter War. I use Twitter War loosely. And then we have Nicole stuck in between this. What am I going to do? What am I not going to do? I don't think it's confusing to anyone. Nicole is... I see no way Nicole is going to keep Jessica over Cliff. And by the way, Tommy and Christy's backup plan is that once Nicole confirms to them that she is not going to go along with this, then they are going to go back with their original earlier plans, which are to promise going after Nicole to Holly and Jackson. Side note to the side note, Nicole's aware that Tommy and Christy know each other in the real world. There is no reason Nicole should take any deal that Tommy and Christy bring to her. She heard it. Cliff heard it. She's aware. Honestly, I will tell you all this right now. I have 100% to you said, I understand, I see both sides, I don't care, I want Nicole to win, it doesn't matter, I know I'm a hypocrite, blah, 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 blah. I will tell you all right now. If Nicole sends Cliff out the door and keeps Jess knowing everything that she knows, I am sorry. I will officially not be rooting for Nicole to win anymore. It is literally the least amount thing she has to do to go for it. And I don't believe that she will. That is why I feel so confident in saying this. I don't really foresee any way this is going to happen. But my God, woman, you have such a great path to the end of this game. You are in such a great position. You are aware that you are in such a great position. These people have all proven loyalty to you over and over, more than just words. If you are going to give that up to move over to two people that you have watched cause the eviction of people that were close to you in this game, that you are aware know each other in the real world, and let's face it, one of them is cuckoo crazy, then I cannot root for you to win this game, Nicole. Now, that being said, I don't think it's going to happen. But it could. Now, Debbie Dawn brings up a great point. I think Nicole already knows and is just giving production the content as requested. Correct. That is actually exactly what I think is happening here. For those of you that don't know, on a week like this, which is such a slow week with basically no game talk, and I mean, not for nothing, that's probably what we're in store for as into the end of this season now. Production will often tell them to go and have game talk about X, Y, or Z. That they need specific game talk for the edited shows. So they will say to Nicole, hey, we need footage of you contemplating what to do. So can you go talk to Jessica about not knowing what to do? Can you go talk to the cameras about not knowing? But we need something more than just you in this DR. We need you out there having game talk. So go do that, Nicole. So they very much could be doing that. Again, it's a reality TV show, not a competition show. Holly is troubled. She needs to get back to Wyoming to find herself again. Well, we have discussed it in the beginning of the show. I'm trying to find the photos. Where were those photos of Holly? Because apparently Holly is sick. People are saying that it's like stress or anxiety. I knew I should have bookmarked it. She doesn't look well. She kind of has a lot of like sores on her face. I think Jackson's cooking is poisoning Holly. Now, I would not be surprised to find that out either. I would not be surprised to find out that she is being food poisoned either. Nope. I'm not seeing the treat. Well, just trust me, she doesn't look well. She has like a lot of stuff. She was throwing up all morning. Of course, people are saying, could it be morning sickness? Does morning sickness make your face break out really bad like that? I mean, I guess it's hormones, right? I guess it could. Chat's saying yes, it does, and no, it does not. Pregnancy does. Right. Pregnancy does. Hold on. Let me see one more thing. Is it over here? And one more place I could look. No. Oh, shoot. Yeah. You guys wanted to see that too. I also have the Nick answers questions from the jury house for us. I also have the Nick answering questions from the jury house for us. So hold on. You can... Oh, God, not reading that. Okay, everybody explaining to me about the way pregnancy and babies and time of months work. Instead, let's go see this other douchebag. See what I did there? Because we were talking about periods and... Okay, let's just see what he has to say.
Dr. Miller's asks, what's the first thing you're going to do when you see Bella at finale?
Duck, because she's going to punch you.
Guacamelers, I think what I'm going to do is just catch up with her. I don't know how she feels.
By the way, I would just like to point out this clip being provided to you by CBS, an American broadcasting company with $1 gamillion, teams of people, and we can't get audio that's even remotely good, or the knowledge of the person filming this to turn the iPhone sideways so it fills the whole screen. Just saying.
She might not like me anymore. She might have found someone else, which was something that we had discussed. We both said that we didn't want to be in long-distance relationships. When we got out of the house, so I really just have to see where she's at. No matter what happens, I'm always going to love and care about her, but there's definitely a lot that we have to talk about when I get out of the house.
Great. Well, we'll be sure to see what you think about the lot of stuff that you need to talk about when you get out of the house, We'll see how that works out for you, Nick. I think somebody warned him. I mean, that's kind of been Nick's tune. That has kind of been Nick's tune previously of, we didn't want a long-term relationship. Yeah. I have a feeling he's gotten a little bit of a heads up, because now he has changed it to, oh, it's okay if she's seeing other people, maybe I will. I mean, for those of you that don't know the way jury house works, you have handlers. So basically, every single person, once they go into that house, they have like an intern buddy who gets assigned to them that makes sure they don't talk game unless producers or a film crew is there. Now, let me explain it to you. These interns, most of the time, probably don't care about Big Brother, don't really stand what Big Brother is, and probably are people like MaximusMom. So do you think that they're really stopping game talk when producers or film crews aren't there? Or we know there are situations like how Jackson and Sis are allowed to hook up now with each other. Do you think that when they decide to go into the bedroom alone at night, that their two handlers are standing at the foot of the bed watching them, make sure they don't talk game? No. My point is, there is so much game talk happening when they try and pretend like they're controlling the game talk in the jury house that it is not being controlled. So I am sure that Jack has filled them all in on what happened after his eviction. I am sure that they are all super self-conscious of their images now, knowing what happened with Jack. Oh, it's interesting. I'm sure Nick is flirting with his handler, probably. Probably. MaximusMom says, I'm a wall yeller, a BB handler, and a social media mogul. My resume is building. No. Not a mogul. A muggle. We were calling you a muggle. I agree with that. I agree with that. You're a muggle. Yes, 100%. You got one of them correct. See, this is what I'm talking about, everyone. You can't believe what she says. But you can believe me when I tell you that I need to wrap this show up because we have to get ready. We have 2 more shows coming up for you guys tonight. I just wanted to fill you in on the MaximusMom Twitter drama and, of course, the weight of the game once again being placed onto Nicole. Now, hopefully we will hear more game talk later today, which I can fill you guys in on tomorrow while the feeds are down for double eviction. And I'm assuming you all want to watch double eviction together. We'll figure that out tomorrow during tomorrow's live feed update show, which will be earlier in the day. Tomorrow's live feed update show won't be this late. It'll be more early afternoon. But we will figure that out all then. So for tonight, I will be live from 8 till 9 on YouNow, watching Big Brother with you guys, and then I will be back here at 9 p.m. for the TV Co. $200 Hamster Watch giveaway show, where we'll again talk about what we saw on tonight's episode. So we will have a lot more shows for you guys tonight. I will also say, if you guys missed anything, you can check it all out over on the website, yourrealityrecaps.com/BB21. If you guys would like to be a live feed updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters, and make sure that you're following us on TV Co. if you're watching this in the future, so that you are alerted when we go live. Look, you would have missed all that chat drama with MaximusMom if you are not following and alerted when we were live on TV Co. Of course, we're also live on YouNow every single day too, so make sure you are following us over there. If you'd like to support our shows, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron, or you can always do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. PayPal. Thank you guys so much for sharing the shows, liking it on social media, telling your friends. I will see all of you all back here in 2 hours. Not here, you now in 2 hours, and then back here after the Big Brother live show. See you guys all then. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.